When I will grow up, I will be army and save Pakistan and destroy India.
I love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan. I love Pakistan.
No, we don't know anything. We're just honkies trying to understand something. Come along with us and maybe we'll still know nothing. We're the honest honkies.
Perfect idea about this, bro.
About the batteries?
Yeah, dude. I think I know how it works. Bro, we're wasting my gold. I'm trying to stop
Stop your what?
my brain wants to flow right now and I can't let it.
We're recording.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we are.
You better restart.
Why?
Because I just got this sip of LaCroix. Can you guys hear that?
Oh, that sounds so nice, bro.
Oh, key lime LaCroix.
Mm.
I hope y'all heard that.
Get a little swig of that.
Welcome to
hear it.
Honest Honkies.
We're back, boys.
for our sixth installment. You guys can guarantee this is halfway through.
Might be the last, might not be. Well, we you never know.
Every episode, our Patreon members stay the same, but that's a sign of growth.
Hey, at least we're not downsizing.
True, dude. We're stagnating, but we're not plummeting.
We're stagnant water right here. Stagnant honkies. All right, so you said you wanted to let your brain flow? You just want to go right into it, or what?
Well, the thing that you wrote down this week really it pricked my mind.
Really?
Yeah, you said, how do bodies be working, no battery, and then all of a sudden they stop working?
Yeah, I was just laying. It was literally the night of the last episode. I was just laying in bed, and I was like,
What?
bro, how does that? I was like, people just die. Like, I was thinking of, like, everything nowadays is powered by, like, a battery or is connected to the grid or whatever.
Yeah.
So you just think about things having batteries. Sometimes you need to recharge them in order for things to work. It needs a battery.
Do you think humans before electricity were dead?
No, I'm just saying, in my mind, things need batteries, but then humans work, but we don't really have physical batteries. You know what I'm saying?
Let me.
All right, jump in.
One word, dude.
One word.
This is what I was thinking about.
Jump in.
Electrolytes.
Ooh. Electro.
Dude, I don't even know if that's true, but I literally
now that I think about it, it's not true.
it might be, dude. The electrons and the electrolytes. Maybe your body works.
Electrons. That's true.
What do you think about people? Okay, so this is same topic, but have you heard of grounding?
Yes.
Do you understand that? Like,
Because your electricity is in your body.
Yeah, you're like discharging into the ground.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
I don't know, dude.
What has anything to do with dying?
Well, is the die the final discharge? Your honorable discharge?
Ooh. How do you get a dishonorable discharge?
Heart disease, HD, honorable discharge.
Is AIDS a dishonorable discharge? Is the women's time of the month a dishonorable discharge?
Okay, listen. So bodies be working, no electricity. What could possibly be keeping us pumping?
So that's the crazy thing.
Did you look this up?
No.
No?
No, I'm just going off the dome.
Okay.
We are the ultimate creation. That's what I thought about.
Yeah, but other things work. Okay, I agree, but other things also do the exact same thing as us.
You talking about like animals?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but not as good.
What do you mean?
Not as good. Like, have animals made a civilization as intricate as ours?
That has nothing to do with electrolytes.
Well, electrolytes have nothing to do with death.
I thought we were just talking about how bodies stay charged.
Oh. Well, obviously it's food and water, but I'm just saying the fact that they just corrode like a battery does, but we don't have a battery. Bodies just be corroding over time.
Okay, let me take a step back. So you were laying in your bed,
Mm-hmm.
you're sitting there, and you just said, you know what? All these bodies corroding just like batteries. And you were able to sleep that night?
Took me a couple hours, but I was able to get there. No, yeah, I had that thought and immediately woke up. Like, oh, I guess that's gone. But I wrote it down before I forgot about it, so.
Okay,
'Cause
so I mean, you know what's a crazy thing along the same lines? Do you ever just think like your heart be pumping?
Yeah.
Like
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
that's an insane thought that I don't know, we could do the math real quick, but what 60 beats per minute? So at least as many 60 minutes in an hour, so you know, do the math, you probably wind up in a million.
At some point.
You're-
No, I was gonna say it's crazy. We're the ultimate creation because we don't have to think about it. You know, I mean, animals don't either. But like, you don't have to think about pumping your heart. You don't have to think about like blinking. You don't have to think about focusing if you're looking at something at a different distance than what you're currently looking at. You don't have to think about, like, I don't know, what else is there not to think about? Moving your tongue when you talk.
Speaking, I was thinking about today how hard speaking is, and we don't think about it. Like moving your vocal cords, your tongue, and
Yeah.
your lips in perfect
Yeah, like
sync.
how your throat goes like expands and contracts whenever you're talking. You don't have to think about that kind of
like,
thing.
well,
It's just second nature.
but like if you try to speak a different language, it's so hard to speak a different language because you're trying to do like 4 things at once. You're trying to think about proper, you know, sentence formulation. You're trying to think about how to actually say the sounds because people use different sounds than us. You know, like it's not like
Yeah. You've seen those videos of like the African tribe that does like the clicks in their names and stuff. Yeah, like Andrew. I don't know.
My name is Umbap.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's the same thing with accents. I think it's just you just get it. You have to learn it. I'm sure we can do the same clicking sounds. We just that's not
But
cultural.
It's so hard.
Yeah, because we didn't grow up.
Yeah, but
doing
I
that.
mean, but so that a language is
small.
super hard, but we do it every day. Like English is not an easy language, but we
Mhm.
do it basically flawlessly most of the time
Because we grew
without
up.
thinking about it.
Because we grew up on it.
Or not even without thinking about it, we do it by thinking about it. Like you think and you think in English. You don't think in click.
Like if you're reading a book, but like in your head. Is that what you're saying?
Or if you're just talking to yourself. You talk to
You
yourself?
don't. You don't think. You don't. No.
Are you a big
I
TTY?
think a lot. You don't think in like French thoughts.
How do you think? Do you think about do you say words to yourself?
Sure.
Do you see pictures?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that. That wasn't in the notes, bro. I didn't have time.
If I go to an event and I know people that are there, I'll think about what they might say and then think about what I would say to what they might say. And I would think about like several different situations.
That's actually smart. I did the same thing in Call of Duty.
What?
Dude, whenever I was cracked at Black Ops 3, I would be like, okay, where if I was the enemy, where would I be right now? And I always went there, and they were there.
So you're more of
And I was like, okay, where would they be going? And that's where I went next.
you're more of a shoot first kind of guy?
Yeah.
Think later kind of
What
guy?
do you- yeah. No, I'm thinking before I shoot. That's the whole point.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that applies at all to what you just said, but
I mean, I think I heard some people. Dang, I can't remember which way it is, but I think some people don't have an inner voice. They don't.
They have inner pictures.
Yeah. Like they don't.
I think that's autism.
I mean,
I think some autistic people think in pictures like that. What's that one girl's name? They made a movie about her. Temple? I think her name is Temple Grandin. She thinks in pictures.
The one that designed slaughterhouses?
Yeah. I don't know if
For
it's,
real?
Yeah, I don't know if it's slaughterhouses, but it's like has to do with cows and cattle. But yeah, she thought in pictures, and that's why she's able to do all that.
That's the one that Jordan Peterson talks about, and it's a wild concept.
Yeah. Did you listen to that podcast?
The temple girl, he's like, she is like an engineer, and she engineered the best slaughterhouse because she said she could think like an animal because she didn't think like humans. And I was like, I mean, that's a wild statement, but
yeah. In the movie, she like went in. She went into like the cage that they put the cows in, like just their heads, you know.
yeah.
And she was like trying to pretend to be a cow to like understand. Which I mean, I don't know. If it works, it works.
I mean, I don't know, what is that? That's frontline research, you know.
Yeah, that's boots on the ground type research,
Yeah.
or I guess you could say hooves on the ground. All right.
I mean, everybody's a hero in a different way. Some people do it in a a yoke. Some people do it in a keyboard.
Some people do it in a textbook.
All right, dude. Back to how are these bodies working, bro?
We ain't got to talk about this no more. That was just an opener. I don't have
mean,
anything else to say on it.
y'all honkies, think about it this week. Just think about your bodies sending electrical impulses or pulses, and like right now, you thinking about these electrical pulses are sending more pulses, and you just in a constant loop of energy going from your brain.
Just think about how your body works, and you don't have to even you don't have to think about it. Think about how you don't have to think about it.
You know, it's kind of, it's not sad, but it's kind of interesting that you can't just tell your heart to stop.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I want,
crazy, right?
Low key want to try really hard, but I don't want to die.
I don't think you could even. All right. I mean, you got a lot of willpower, Shane, but I don't think you can do that.
I mean, if I just sat there and went, I guess that's what not breathing is, maybe.
You can't die by not breathing, though.
I think
You just pass out. You literally can't
Can you not
kill yourself by not by holding your breath.
So if your kid's doing the blue face, then just let him go.
Yeah, they'll just pass out. You want to try it real quick?
I kind of did. I
saw that look in your eyebrow. I was like, he wants to try it.
I wonder if you could I wonder if you would even let yourself pass out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it'd take a lot of willpower, but at the same time, I think you hit a point in holding your breath that you just can't help it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Pretty stupid stuff we're talking about.
Y'all think about that, dude.
Yeah. What's next here? I'll let you pick.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I just like I'd be thinking about food a lot, and for many circumstances, I'd be thinking about food to eat it. I'd be thinking about if it's bad for me. I'd be thinking about how I'm gonna get it. I mean, you know, most of my life that's dedicated to get more money to buy more food to eat it.
What?
Because if you don't get money to buy food, you'll die.
You think about you think in food thoughts?
Food.
It's not word or pictures. It's food thoughts.
Food is the basis of my thought. No. Okay, I'm being stupid. No. And just like, do you think it's weird that we're seeing all of this food talk all of a sudden? Like people talking about, this is where allergies come from. This is what kind of minerals and vitamins you need to be getting. Or, I mean, has that always been around? It seems like it's a lot right now. It seems like every guru is out there really going hard.
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like it is maybe a little bit, but it's just a sign of a different time. Like we had the processed food, which obviously I don't think is going away, but we had that little
Doesn't
period.
seem like it.
And now we're like back to the all healthy health. And
Yeah.
then I think it's just going to go back to process, like, you know.
Well, I mean, the more I look into food, the more it like legitimately makes me feel hopeless. Because
About what?
I know you can eat good, but it's so hard to like get food that you know hasn't been just doused in poison and all kinds of crazy, genetically modified, and you know, I mean, there's just so many things that they're doing to our food nowadays that is just like, even to cows. A lot of people they shoot these animals up with a lot of antibiotics and
Love
stuff
that
like
stuff.
that. Huh?
Love that stuff.
You love antibiotics, dude?
No, I like when they make the meat plump.
Well, all that stuff that they're doing to make the meat plump and make them not get sick and stuff,
Bad for
they're
you.
filling them up with so much antibiotics that humans themselves are becoming immune to antibiotics because we're eating them. So when you get an infection and you need to take antibiotics to kill the bacteria, your gut system is already, kind of maneuvered its way around the antibiotics punch. And then you're screwed, dude. So even though we got all this fancy medicine, we using it too much on our animals and eating it, we're going to defeat the purpose, dude.
So I'm gonna get a little personal here.
Okay? Let's hear about you.
Is that why you get sick all the time?
Yeah, dude.
Really? You just eat too many? You eat too much antibiotic foods?
No, I have this one. I have health issues because of what's in the food right now. And everybody's bodies like react to it different ways,
Yeah.
Maybe some people can handle it better than others, but like, I mean, it could have, I could be vaccine injured. It's not, I mean, listen.
What?
Listen, none of that
What
stuff,
vaccine?
none of it is for certain, but all of this stuff we're putting into our bodies
Wait a minute.
has to be playing some kind of effect on us. If we were just eating food as it was created, then yes, we would still have, we live in a fallen world. Things are broken, but I think that things are getting out of hand with the food. Like, we're doing so much to make strawberries the size of Montana. We're doing 40 grams of sugar in a Coke bottle. That stuff can't be good for you.
No. I don't know if eating that kind of food affects me like that because, I mean, when I get sick, I don't really take medicine.
Yeah.
And so I let my body fight it off if
Yeah.
I can help it.
Yeah. Oh, I can
And-
feel it when my body's fighting.
Yeah.
I encourage it.
Let when that body fight.
I
Yeah.
get sick so my body can take another dub.
Yeah. You'd be like the Dwight in the episode of The Office. We need hand desanitizing stations. Let the germs fight their own battles. No, so like back to like the soda thing. I haven't drank soda in years.
Technical?
Sorry, computer shut off. I haven't drank soda in years, so like, back before they had soda, the only kind of sugary drink you had was like juices.
Yeah.
And still, that's like a lot of sugar, but it's not fake sugar. I mean, it's real. Obviously, you need to not just drink it like water, but have a bit of anything in moderation is good. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, but the problem is we're getting everything in not moderation.
Oh yeah.
We're getting
Well,
it
it
shut
depends.
down.
If you have self-control and the discipline too.
Okay, so speaking of moderation, this is what I wrote down. You see, it says single dose toxicity versus, what's the second one? Like multi-dose or
Cumulative dose.
cumulative dose toxicity. So this is something I learned this week. Many countries will grade their food. Okay, every bit of food probably technically has some sort of toxicity in it. In an apple, they got cyanide or whatever in the seeds. Everything has some sort of toxicity. If you eat too much fish, you can get mercury poisoning,
Okay.
Everything has toxicity in it. And so what the FDA and those departments and stuff like that regulate food, in America, they use a metric on single dose toxicity. So if you were to have a certain amount of, toxic material in your food, it would be, you can only have this much mercury in your food before it's toxic to humans after taking it one time. That's how America judges their toxicity. A whole lot of other countries like Europe and stuff, they do cumulative dose toxicity. So they say, hey, bro, if you're having fish every day of the week, this much mercury is going to hurt you. America does not care about that at all, bro. They only look at one dose. So we have the amount of toxic stuff in our food is exponential compared to like every other country. I read that and I almost cried, dude. I was like, I mean, we're getting full of junk, dude.
Yeah, but it's cheap junk.
It's cheap.
It's cheap junk, so we don't have hunger.
I can literally go to McDonald's and get a hamburger for $1. A full burger. McDouble.
I don't know if they do that anymore. Oh, dollar menu, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go to McDonald's, but yeah, I mean, that's, would you rather have a starving civilization or a fat and sick one?
I don't think we would be starving, though, if we just stopped putting, I don't know.
Well, obviously, if we had the same amount of food, but like, what is it? The GMOs, they make, they grow faster, so we have more of it.
They grow faster. All of the poison that they spray on the food keeps the insects off of it that would eat the food, so we get more food.
Mm-hmm.
It kills all the weeds that would try to overtake the food. But all that poison ends up in us, too.
Yeah.
So
just need to find a good balance.
Is it worth it, dude?
Just everything, anything in moderation.
Okay,
just like poison. You take poison in moderation.
So here's the thing, though. All of this food, realistically affects the lower class. People that can't afford nicer food. They doing it on purpose, bro? You think the big corps...
Is this a conspiracy we're getting into?
You think the big corps are keeping the poor down and feeding them garbage food that's lowering their IQ? Like, certain amounts of mercury and different kind of toxics have been proven to lower IQ. They put fluoride in the water.
Mm-hmm.
They put more fluoride in the inner cities because, more people, whatever, dirtier water. But also, fluoride has a direct correlation to lower IQ since it's been put in water.
That's why I'm so dumb.
I know, dude. Every day I wake up, I said,
No, I'm kidding. I don't drink tap water. That's nasty. Let me just tell you my whole diet real quick.
Tell me your diet, dude.
So I really have nothing to say about this because I guess I don't care that much. I really don't. I mean, I don't know.
Because it's working out for you?
Huh?
I said because it's working out for you. You're like,
I don't
feel bad, so.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. I don't have any of that health stuff.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't think about it that much. I also eat the same 3 things every week, so it's like.
But, okay, so.
I'm just saying, will we have canes if all this went away? If we don't have canes, I'm not for it.
Yeah, it's worth.
Yeah, keep canes. Keep the bad stuff.
I literally live that out every day. Because I say, if I go to Cane's, I know my body will physically hurt. My stomach will feel bloated. It will be like, almost like a cramp in my stomach. And I say, praise God. I'm going through the drive-thru. I'm getting a caniac, change the coleslaw for toast. Fries extra crispy with the bobbed bread. Bread on both sides, in case you didn't know. Okay?
Yes,
Can I get greens, ham,
Man. You know your stomach. You're about to be fighting for your life in the bathroom later, but that 10 minutes of eating the canes,
that's insane.
It's
dude.
worth, bro.
That's the stupidest thing ever.
It's so worth.
To know you're gonna disrespect yourself and hurt yourself. To not care about yourself, bro. That's the most short-sighted, stupid thinking I've ever heard.
Okay, hold on. A different line of thinking.
That's literally gambling with a 0% win chance.
House always wins.
Oh.
Is the house your body? Ooh.
No,
the house is Cane's. Yeah,
bro.
The house is Cane's. No, I was talking with some of my buddies the other day about Cane's, and they were talking about the side items or something, and I was saying how because one of the guys I was talking to had worked at Cane's before, like I had,
Oh.
and he was saying how like everybody, 90% of the people who came through didn't get the coleslaw. And
dude. Coleslaw sucks.
yeah, and I was like, I was thinking about it. Every time a customer came up to order, I would just have my hand over the no slaw button. Like I was ready to hit it. And I was thinking, what if Cane's made the move to switch out the coleslaw for fried okra?
Oh.
Tell me their business will not be booming.
Ooh.
It'd be Metro. But that's never going to happen. They're never going to change their menu, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I've heard. What's his name? Mike.
Mike who? Yeah, you can give me something, right?
No, I didn't even mean to. No, the guy, whoever the CEO is, he's a chill guy. Theo's had him on his podcast. But LSU boy, you know, out there in Louisiana.
I literally saw him the other day. I can't remember what his name is.
But he's actually said like people want him to open up his menu, and he says it's his restaurant's good because there's not many options and it's very efficient.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So,
the less of something, the more, the more value there is to it.
oh yeah, dude.
Even though it's coleslaw.
Dude, shout out to Sneaky.
What happened to him?
He sucks.
Okay.
He likes Lanes over Cane's, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah. There's two people at the table I was talking to. They were like, "You like Cane's more than Lane's?" I'm like, "Dude, have you been to Cane's?" But okay, hold on. I will give
Okay.
it to Lane's a little bit.
What on what?
Their sauce is a little good.
No, you like Lane sauce better?
Maybe a little bit.
Because it's got that little peppery flavor.
Yeah.
It's got that little
I
extra bite.
like a little hot sauce.
You know,
But everything else is garbage. You know what's crazy? What's that?
there's a Bojangles just hit town.
Which
You ever
town?
had
Wait, which town?
Bojangles? Wiley.
Really?
You know what Bojangles is?
Yeah. I've never been there.
That southern eastern comfort, bruh.
Mhm.
See it in Georgia, now you see it in Texas, bruh.
Next thing we get into Shoney's.
Dude, next thing we getting is probably another liquor store. To be honest.
Honestly.
But-
Liquor Mart. Yeah, I had Culver's too this past summer for the first time. That's like a more southeastern thing, isn't it? It was garbage. It was straight garbage.
Can you look up, is Culver's and White Castle the same thing?
No, it's not. White
it
Castle is definitely different.
But they kind of are the same thing. Like
White Castle is-
food-wise.
Well, they sell hamburgers, but White Castle is more sliders.
Oh, dude, shout out my boy White Castle, John Castle.
What happened to him?
My boy Big Slider, the big double slider out there.
What?
It was his birthday Sunday.
No way. How old is he? Like 35?
To be honest, I forgot. He's got to be, I don't know.
Is he listening to this?
He's got to be high 40s. I mean,
Dude, come around here and look at it. Come around here and look at this slider.
all right,
Tell me this is the same as a hamburger. Dude, no, that looks disgusting.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like sliders.
This is why you get sick, bro. You eat this. Look at how many GMO is in this. Look at all the poison. I can see the poison seeping through these onions.
The craziest thing is that poison looks the best.
Yeah.
What do they say? Poison's always sweeter in the bottle or something? I don't know. What's Culver's look like?
Culver's menu.
You got a...
It's just.
Dang,
It looks like an A&W burger.
That looks more like Grandma's house or something, you know?
No, that looks like A&W.
Oh.
It's not good. Their ice cream right here is the best thing they have.
Well, I think I like their fries. Crinkle cut.
It's
Crinkle
like a
cut.
Brahms fry.
A larger size, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Whoa,
wait.
whoa! What is that?
Hey, no, hold up. Go back. Pull up that tier list. Go down. Scroll down. Ooh, what's the tier list? Pull that up. Reddit.
This is the menu item tier list for Culver's.
Oh, dude, I thought it was all hamburgers. Okay, what they got in the double S tier?
It only goes to C. What is this, mac and cheese? C, a mac and cheese is a C. Imagine.
Well, it looks pretty gross.
Ew, these green beans look nasty too.
What is that? Is that ice cream?
No, this is chili.
No, this.
No, oh, that's actually gumbo. They sell gumbo.
No, this.
This is ice cream.
That thing looks disgusting.
Yo, it's ice cream with what is this, tater tots?
Ew. Chili cheese tater tots and ice cream?
This just reminds me of like Southern Oklahoma DQ, and I'm getting goosebumps because it's disgusting.
I don't know, then. I think, okay.
It's all fried and bleh.
Wait, what is your favorite burger though? Is it In-N-Out?
Like
Like
fast food?
your straight up, yeah, your favorite burger.
Probably. Yeah, I mean In-N-Out. It's
What
probably the
about
only place I
Five
get
Guys?
burgers. No,
You don't have you had Five Guys?
it's been a while, but I'm not paying an arm and a leg for a burger.
No, talk about taste. No money, no object.
Okay, I can't say because I haven't been there in years.
Oh, okay.
But we were talking about money, no object burger.
Oh, you talking about the root?
Talking about Twisted Root.
You talking about the root?
Talking about the Root.
Straight from the source.
R.I.P. the Root and Allen. That thing went by.
Well, there's one out in Plano that's not that far.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't give the same vibe. Still good.
Twisted Root guy, Fieri, has been there. He rated it. He said it's good.
Shout out the ranch pickles, dude. Oh, I miss those so much.
They got atomic pickles, bread and butter pickles, ranch pickles, regular pickles.
All right, bro. We gotta stop talking about food.
I
We talk about food every podcast.
It's because I didn't eat, dude. I'm so hungry right now. I told you I wake up, I think about getting a check so I can get some food.
You just need to like raid the petty cash drawer at your work and just go grab you some Bojangles.
Some Bojangles.
Get some Shoney's on them.
Some Bojangles.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
All right.
Sometimes I'm not in the mood for chicken every day of the week, but
Yeah, I can see that.
what are you? What else you got down there?
I've got a couple of things. You want to talk about the carbon one? It's just going in order.
Tell me your ideas on the carbon one, because I was like, I at first.
Do you not understand? I might be dumb too, because I might have misunderstood.
No, I
everything?
know what you're trying to say, but I want to hear what you're trying to say, because I read it and I was like, I can see what he's getting at, but let him explain it.
All right, so okay, this whole theory might be scrapped if this isn't true. Do plants what do plants need to survive?
Carbon dioxide.
Okay,
So carbon and 2 oxygen.
Okay, so what are all these emissions that cars are putting out? That's so bad.
I don't know if it's got to be carbon dioxide and not just They do just say carbon for some reason, and I think it is carbon dioxide.
Which is what plants don't breathe.
No, they do.
So why are cars bad? Why are gas cars bad? If we're giving plants what they need to breathe, and plants help us breathe.
Well, for sure, the planet has actually gotten greener since we've been, like, there's studies, you can go look it up. The planet has technically gotten greener from all the carbon dioxide that we've been putting out because, you know,
But
like what you're saying, we're putting carbon dioxide in the airs. The plants have more food to feed on, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and that would make the planet overall greener. And we have actually seen it, studied it, and it's like a real thing.
All right. So wouldn't the planet getting greener be classified as climate change?
No.
But it's changing the climate.
Well, greenery would not be climate.
Changing the color.
It would be
Color
changing the
color change.
But I think that is a fair distinction because people do say that carbon is the source of all our problems. And
But plants need it. That's what I don't understand. What is it bad for? What's carbon bad for?
well, if there's too much carbon in the air, then it could, like, imagine carbon's kind of like window tinting, like for the sun. If you're putting carbon in the air, then maybe the sun would, react differently. Like, just, it's the exact same as window tint. The sun is trying to get into the Earth's atmosphere, and the more carbon you put in the atmosphere, the harder it is for the sun to get in or exit. So if you have more atmosphere, then the heat would get trapped in the Earth, and it would warm up. Is what technically would happen. But there's debate. The reason why people debate it is how much of an effect are we actually having versus how much, is natural, because the Earth's never been one degree, or has never always been the same degree every year.
Yeah.
Like, it changes every year.
Yeah.
You can go look at the charts.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone through ice ages. We've gone through heat storm. I don't know what they do. Heat age. They do a hot age. Hot age is usually high, like my steak. But
That lukewarm age. That kind of cool age.
we've been through some Kool-Aids.
Cool AIDS. Yeah, that's basically what Google's saying. What you just said. But I mean, don't plants like warmer weather?
Yeah.
They don't. They die in the winter. So why? What's so bad about the heat? They're being
Well,
more heat
okay.
trapped here.
People are worried that our ocean levels will rise and that'll wipe out a lot of, like, just
Wait. How are the ocean's level going to rise?
So if the Earth warms up, then this isn't theoretically, like, I mean, it'll happen. If the Earth actually does considerably warm up, then glaciers will melt, and those glaciers melting will raise the Earth or the water level.
Well, I've heard this analogy before. So if you have a cup with ice in it and water, right? You heard this one?
I see what
And
you're
the
saying.
ice melts in it, it's not going to overflow. The cup. It's going to stay the same.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense how the oceans will get more full with the ice melting from the
But, like,
glaciers.
that would be with the ice fully submerged. Like, glaciers technically have a lot under the water, and that would be fine, but the top part would melt in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see the logic, but I just don't see how that.
Well, the
will
thing
happen.
is everybody is scared because they think it'll wipe out a lot of, coastal lines, but then also
That's fine.
just move in.
Yeah, just
We
mean-
have to adapt. Like, you're already not allowed to build so close to certain, flood areas. I mean, that's my job. You're not allowed to put your house in a floodplain. So then the floodplains will get bigger. They do get bigger.
yeah. If you have no survival instinct to know that you're gonna get flooded, then if you're gone, you're gone.
The people in Miami don't need to stay around forever, dude.
Yeah,
We got to have ins and outs.
I'm out here in Miami. Yeah, all those retired old folk. Yeah. Bye.
Don't come after the old people, bro.
Bye.
Old people are legit.
All those golf courses, though, man. R.I.P. R.I.P. the green.
Well, here's the thing, though. Global warming is not scary. You know what is scary?
Global cooling.
Global cooling, dude. Because guess what?
Really?
You can run away from the water, but you can't run away from the air.
From the ice.
From the air, dude. If it gets cold, then all the vegetation freezes. We got nowhere to eat. All our fields freeze up. No more brot. No more bread.
You know what reminds me of global warming?
What?
Because so if I think global warming, I think of, like, I don't know, everything being, like, covered in sand for some reason.
Like the bottom of the ocean?
No,
Oh, you mean like
the earth. It just doesn't have any green left because
Oh, yeah.
everything like kind of
Desert.
desert.
like Kanye and Saudi?
Which leads me to Kanye and Saudi. Have you seen these pictures of him in Saudi, dude?
Bro, that man's house is nice.
It's not a house, bro. Have you seen it?
his
Actually,
tent.
have you? Yeah, so you've seen it. Okay. Kanye
I mean,
West and
is
Saudi.
he staying with somebody or is he chilling in the desert by himself?
Well, he's got his whole entourage with him. So, like, his I guess his wife or girlfriend and some other artists he's working with. But the crib looks crazy.
That album is about to go insane.
Yeah,
When
dude.
Kanye West-
If you're producing it here in this area, why isn't it showing me? Okay.
I mean, I saw the pictures. His
Okay.
tent was nuts.
Well, it's like a tent, but it's like a hotel getaway thing that you can pay for like,
But you can live in it?
yeah, it's just a
You
rental.
have enough money?
Yeah, but it's like a couple $1,000s a night.
Nuts.
Oh, this is what I was looking at earlier. Okay, so
Black Enterprise? That's what you're looking at?
yeah,
Why are they trying to get you to click this ad so bad?
this is so annoying.
Oh my gosh,
Dude, what?
They
I got
just-
so many pop-ups on
They
my
just
screen.
got your bank account.
Yeah, I'm done for.
instantly.
I'm done for. Okay, this is not what I want. Okay, but you've seen the pictures. Like,
Yeah,
if the album drops and it's garbage, he's done for.
that was his.
How how do you make bad music when you're here? It looks like Tatooine. Like, look at this.
Dude,
It looks straight from Star Wars.
honestly, imagine Kanye comes back with Jedi powers.
We got him, bro. He's training. He's training to be a
He
Jedi
could
master.
come back with a legit lightsaber, drop the hottest album, Jedi mind trick us all into hating the Jews. I mean,
He straight up looks like he's on Arrakis. Have you seen Dune, the movie?
Arrakis
Yeah, Arrakis.
with Timothy Chalamet and
Yeah.
his bendy straw around his mouth.
Yeah, it's in his nose, but yeah, he looks like he's about to take on. He's in the House of Atreides. He's about to take on the House of Harkonnen.
Homie's out there looking for saffron or whatever.
Spice.
Oh shoot!
It's just Spice, bro.
Bro, they could have done a little better.
No, I guess not.
I guess it's in the book, so
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to edit the book. But they could have jazzed the name up a little bit. Spice. What if Kanye dropped his next album called Spice? Ooh.
Yeah, these tents look dope. Yeah, $2,500 a night though.
That's not as much as I would have thought. For
Dude,
one
but he's
room?
been staying there for like months.
For one room or for...
I don't know. That's actually a good question. I'm not looking it up, but that's a good question. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if this album is garbage, then he's done for. I feel like he was already done for. Did he get canceled?
Well, that's what nobody wants to talk about, is he got canceled, right? And maybe look this up. He gets canceled. Adidas, which is...
Hey, they
I mean,
dropped him.
dropped him. And
So
I
did
mean,
like Balenciaga and a couple other places.
Well, you can't imagine how much money he lost. But then, what happened? A couple months later, or however much time, they picked him back up.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I look it up. I'm almost certain they dropped him, and then he's right back.
Okay.
Imagine how much money they make on Yeezys, on... I don't know. I think he does other shoes and stuff, and different clothes, and... Like, how you just gonna say goodbye to your best designer? Or the guy that's bringing you in the most money, at least.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine
Okay, I mean...
them not having him.
Here's what's crazy. If you do actually think that he's racist or whatever your opinions may be, just think about how crazy it is that you can be racist, but if you make enough money for the big boys, don't matter, dude. Don't matter.
I guess I got to start making money.
If you... And I know he was joking when he said, I like Hitler or whatever, and he said a bunch of... You know, he's just making outlandish statements to probably get a rise and, you know, whatever.
Yeah, he's trying to get some press.
But imagine if a guy actually was promoting Hitler, he was promoting anti-Semitism and you know, the Third Reich.
Reich.
And Adidas said, we're going to drop you for a month.
And then their sales went down. They're like, hey.
They said, we know you're talking about killing people, but can you come back? Because we're the big company's not making enough money.
Yeah.
Please help. Please help pop up
So-
company.
This is what I'm thinking. What's the big deal with your new like German intrigue?
I think their language is interesting.
So it's just like a language thing.
I think their language is interesting.
You don't think Hitler's interesting?
I think Hitler's very interesting because, like it or not,
There it goes.
no,
Last episode confirmed.
like it or not, if you can legitimately convince an entire country, Germany, and the surrounding countries that they captured that also were part of it, not just Germany, if you can legitimately convince those people that the source of every single problem you have is an inferior race, whether that be Jews, homosexuals, black people, anybody that's not part of the Aryan race, if you can convince them that every single problem in your life is their fault and all you have to do is kill them, that guy's got good convincing skills.
What if he had like a brainwashing technique?
I mean, he does.
Like a what's it called, a hypnosis guy, Hypnotizer.
I wouldn't be surprised, but
Dude, isn't hypnosis the weirdest thing? You thought about that? I just
I
not
don't-
thought about that.
I haven't looked in to see if like it's been. I haven't
Debunked.
researched it, but I think it is legitimate.
Well,
Like
yeah.
people can have their mind, but I've also heard that you can only be hypnotized if you want to be hypnotized.
Yeah.
Like it's technically impossible, as far as I know, to hypnotize somebody that doesn't want to be hypnotized.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that too, but maybe Hitler was onto something.
Well, no, this is scary.
That out of context is
this
crazy.
This is scary. Hitler basically convinced people with small pushes of peer pressure. He was able to do what he did. Like this is legitimately. You can go look at it. I've researched the crap out of this because I wanted to talk about it last week, but
Yeah, I know.
But
you did.
imagine this. This is what Hitler did, okay? He got a couple of guys that were thinking the same thing he was thinking, that the Jews were the source of all their problems. And he said, you guys are going to be my commanding officers. And what you're going to do is you're going to tell your troop, hey, guys, we got to do something kind of rough today. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. Leave. So he didn't force them. That's the important thing. He said, if you guys don't want to do this, that's fine, leave. But us and the men, we're going to go over there and we're going to take care of business. And that's for real what happened. And they said, okay, well, come in. We're part of this army. We're part of this new Third Reich that's going to make Germany better again. And then they got there and they said, okay, now shoot this Jew in the back of the neck and he'll die instantly and we'll get rid of this guy. You hit him right in the spine, he'll die instantly. He won't feel anything. We'll burn their bodies, move along. And they said, what? And then, but here's the thing. Some guys, they left. They said, I'm not doing that. And then other guys, they said, that's fine. You can leave. There was no punishment for people that left initially. No punishment.
Initially.
No, they said, that's fine. We understand this is a big task. You guys don't have to do it. But if, you want to take care of business and you really want to serve your country and do what needs to be done, shoot this Jew in the back of the neck. Think about how crazy that is. That form of hypnosis to where they're not even demanding you. They're not pointing a gun at your head and saying, hey, shoot this Jew. It's just like, hey, do you care about your country? Do you want to be a patriot? Do you want to, do what's good for maybe common humanity? Do you want to, do you want to abort a baby so that this woman has a better life and then eventually she can raise another baby with a better home, with a better financial stability? It all comes down to, hey, who is, or, what do you think is right? What do you think will advance humanity? That's how easy it was. He didn't force any of those people. He didn't even force the generals that were the order tellers. He just said, hey guys, we just came out of the Depression. We just, lost the World War I, and we need to fix it. And you know whose fault it was? Whoever they didn't like. Or whatever made whatever it was easy to put blame on. That's scary.
That's crazy. You ever thought about killing anybody?
All the time.
Okay. Good, because I feel like that's a normal male thing to think about.
You know what's the weirdest thought? Is for no reason, you can just think to yourself, dude, if somebody hit my mom right now, I would kill them.
I wouldn't kill him.
But like, okay, you know what I'm saying though? Like you have that thought and then you have to be like, well, no, that's not, let's de-escalate the situation. But in your mind, like the people that you really care about and you love about, you like think, you're like, dang, I would do crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I would be forceful.
The old saying where it's like a mother could lift a car to save her child, You heard about that one?
I would pay $1 million to see it. Just to see some Hulk mom.
Bro, I feel like I could do it. You think you could lift a car if your like child was underneath it?
If it was a Fiat, dude.
No, but like think about it. Like
If it was an F-250, I don't care how jacked up you are. I don't think you lift an F-250.
But like just the sheer adrenaline that goes through you, you're just like, gotta get this car off my kid. Or you just be like,
I
it
think
is what it is.
I think people do it.
Take it on the chin.
I think they do lift cars off their children, but I don't know if you lift F-350.
Well, sure, there's a limit. I'm just talking about like a, I don't know, like a sedan, like a normal, like a Hyundai Elantra.
100%.
Yeah,
I think people do it.
I think you could do it, especially if it's like if it's a bad wreck. Obviously, it's got to be a bad wreck, and then you know if you're the one who got hit, you've got a fender gone. That's what, like a couple pounds off. Maybe a wheel's lost. That's a lot of weight. Maybe a door's gone.
Ooh,
Door's
yeah.
probably like 50 pounds. I don't know. You know, you could. Come on, you can do it. Easy. And if you use most of your legs, dude, that adrenaline is right there in your legs.
That would be crazy because I wonder how many people would believe you too.
Yeah. You're like, I saved my kid by picking the car up off of him. They're like, whatever. Imagine actually doing it. Everybody's like, no, you didn't.
Dang.
I would have almost be like, I wish I didn't do it.
Or, it'd be kind of, I don't know, this would be a weird feeling, but like if you told somebody that and they would say, oh my goodness, an angel helped you lift that car off of you. And you're like,
It was me.
yeah. And you're trying to take credit. You're like,
It was me, guys. It wasn't no angel.
that'd be funny. That'd be
Believe
funny to be
me.
like secretly mad about the to like be pent up over an angel, bro. Like I definitely had an adrenaline kick.
Yeah. Yeah. It was all me, guys. They're like, no way. Yeah, that again under my skin a little bit.
I mean,
Not like the shrapnel was my kid, but it was getting under my skin.
so what made you think? So you think about killing? You think about killing?
I feel like, I've thought about how I would kill somebody if I had to.
And this podcast has just ended.
If I had to.
What do you mean have to?
Like if somebody walked on my door, what would the first thing I do be?
Oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah.
I got a shotgun right by my bed. I've got a nice counter right there. Just post up. You know?
Okay, what do you think is scarier? Do you think it's scarier for somebody to come in your house at night, you hear them, and you die? Like you're
Just like that.
well, okay.
You hear them and you die.
Do you think it's scarier to wake up, basically see you're gonna get murdered, or just go to sleep one night and you get murdered? Like somebody
Like not knowing you're
somebody
about to
comes
die.
in your house and
And you're
just,
just sleeping and they just like stick a knife in your head.
just blaps you in the brain.
Which is scarier? Obviously the one where you know you're going to die.
Is it though?
Yeah, because if you're sleeping, you don't know anything going on.
But
I wouldn't like to go out that way though, because
no, I mean, what's scarier to think about? For
Oh,
me,
oh,
bro,
oh, to think.
it's kind of crazy to think that, like, I mean, realistically, any night somebody could pick my lock, come into my house, suppressor me in the brain.
yeah,
That's weird, bro.
I think it's more scary if you're helpless. To think about you just being helpless and you can't do anything about it.
Oh, you don't have a gun?
Yeah,
you're
you're
just
just-
gonna get murdered.
Yeah, you're just in plain sight. This guy is about to double pump you, and you're just
Jeepers, dude.
nothing you can do about
If
it.
somebody was gonna murder me and they had a knife, I would be exponentially sadder.
Oh, dude, getting killed by a knife sounds horrible.
That sounds.
Like the thought of a
Terrible.
knife just slicing my arm this way.
Oh, I couldn't
no.
imagine just like a little scratch, bro. It would hurt.
No, no, yeah, I know.
Much less getting stabbed in the gut. Dude,
Shoot me.
I think I would be begging. I'd
Hey,
be
if
like,
y'all want to kill us, just shoot us. Just shoot us in the head.
please, dude.
Don't pull out a knife.
If you see
Beg
me,
you.
if you see me walking, please blot me in the brain, dude. Please.
Yeah, dude, the knife. Like, dude, imagine getting killed by swords back in like the medieval times.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Dude,
no,
or-
because they don't kill instantly, right?
No way.
If you get like actually stabbed with a sword and they pull it out, you're just there like.
Okay,
you don't die immediately like in the movie.
The only
the
way to
movies.
die instantly with a sword
cutting off
would
your
be
head.
brain, I think.
Yeah, in the brain or cutting off your head, dude. Or maybe the heart.
I
Stab in
don't
the
even
heart.
think, because if your heart's not pumping, then your brain's still active. You're just not getting blood to it, so it's like you're drowning. kind of.
No.
You know, be
I
crazy
hate
though.
thinking about that. What?
You're medieval.
I thought you were about to say you're mentally challenged.
No, you're medieval, and you're in a sword fight, and you get stabbed, but you look down, bro, and that link is missing. You know, whoever put your armor together, they forgot some chain link. You'd be so mad, bro.
The chink in the armor, dude.
You would look down and be like, dang it. And
Dude, imagine that actually happening to somebody, like if they're running towards a battle and there's like, I don't know, some chains missing like on the left pectoral.
Uh-huh.
And there's arrows flying at you and it just one just right
Dude,
in the
I'd
hole.
be so mad.
Yeah, I'd kill myself.
Your family would be thinking about, you know, like you died honorably in battle, but really it's just some shoddy craftsmanship.
Yeah. Dude. Imagine when guns first came out, bro. and you're like beefing with somebody on the battlefield.
I've got my armor
You beefing and you pull out this sick sword, dude. You spent like hours sharpening it, and the guy just pulls up. He's like, he just pulls out his gun, and you're like, you have no idea what it is, right? And you just start charging at him, and you just like pop.
No way, dude. The first guy to bring a gun to a knife fight?
Imagine the power you held, but it was only one shot, right?
Dude, look it up. Who is the... That's crazy because imagine he's got armor for a knife and then he just gets shot and it goes right through.
But it's a one shot though, because you know how long it took to reload those things back
Packing
then.
and powdering.
Yeah,
And you're doing a like a wad for, you know, you do
Yeah.
powder ball wad.
All right. It says firearms appeared in the Middle East between the late 13th and early 14th century.
The Persians was out there
Ahmad.
shooting first.
Ahmad al Hassan claimed that the Battle of I don't know how to pronounce that, in 1260. The first cannon used gunpowder almost identical with ideal composition for explosive gunpowder.
Wait, the first gun was a cannon?
Well, sure, because pirates had. Well, that'd be way after. I would assume so, because you don't just make a gun that shoots cannonball like that. You make a big one.
I guess we didn't have that fine machining for a while for like the steel.
Yeah.
I mean,
1364 says it's the first recorded use of a firearm.
of like
Which
a
is-
handheld.
Yeah.
1364 though. That's
That's a long time ago. Wow.
that's almost 1,000 years ago.
That's crazy.
Dude, imagine if Jesus is around with guns. That'd be weird.
Yeah. That is that's crazy to think about.
You know,
Imagine inventing the first gun. You're like, I can do so much. I can take over. You could take over a country. Like,
wonder if they
you don't tell anybody else how you made it, and you just have one gun, and you're like, give me the presidency.
what is that little piece of metal
Yeah.
gonna do? What,
We gotta block this bullet.
yeah, look at my bow and arrow. Boom. Just gets blobbed. But honestly, you got to give bows and arrows their credit because they weren't slinging bows and arrows like we think.
Oh yeah, the heavy
They
duty
had-
boys.
They had 9-foot long bow shooting 300 yards. With
I mean,
an arrow
Yeah,
arms width, you know.
it might as well been a gunshot, dude. How fast those travel. Sometimes bow and arrows travel faster. What is it, feet per second than a bullet?
I mean, I don't know about that, but
I'm trying to look up, see which battle it was first used in.
imagine, okay, what's more frightening? Okay, you're in World War I. You're in the trenches. There's bullets overhead. You're behind the dirt. Your buddy's bleeding out next to you. There's mustard gas coming in. Okay, that's terrifying
Mm-hmm.
in the trenches. Or Sparta, Gladiator. You look up in the air and there's thousands of arrows in the air blocking out the sun. And you know they're coming direct for you and your 300 boys. And you know they'll go through your shield. Because they're light enough and heavy. They'll go straight through your shield. So you're just sitting there knowing, you're like, 75% of us is about to get boned by an arrow. Straight up point. What is scarier?
Well, it's the same principle, I think, as like getting killed by a knife. It's just a sharp, piece of. That's got to be scary, dude. It's daytime and you look up and the sky's gone.
Oh,
It's just dark.
Oh my goodness.
You're like, wait, I thought it was 3 p.m. It's afternoon tea time. Why is there a bunch of black things coming at us? I read here that it said some before guns were used that they put gunpowder on the tips of arrows.
What?
So whenever they hit it, everything would catch on fire.
Ooh.
So they explode when it hits you.
I think they did that in The Walking Dead.
Did they?
I don't know.
remember.
They put stuff on their arrows. But the funniest thing about old battles is I guess they had, I don't know how far back, but up until basically recently, everything was arranged.
Oh yeah, they would take turns.
Pull up on the court and we'll smack down.
Pull up in old Winster's yard. What?
They named the battles before they happened.
Yeah. They named the battle like the one Europe lost, and then Europe's like, "Hey, yo, we're not even shot yet." Yeah, but they used to take turns shooting each other. They would just stand there,
Yeah, fire.
and then the guy was like, "Please don't hit me! Please don't hit me! Please don't hit me!" As he's reloading, he's like, "Come on, come on."
And you just see your boy get dropped.
Yeah, right next to you, and you're like, "Oh."
And George Washington standing behind you with almost no teeth and like wood braces and his fire,
Fire, Will.
bro.
Yeah.
You know George Washington's first job.
I don't think so.
He was a surveyor.
Oh, I did know that.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Our first prezi was discovering land, bro.
He was. What a legend.
But can you? I mean,
I wonder
you
what
know-
land he was discovering.
like, I think.
Because I found some limestone in Kansas that he might have laid down.
What?
They used to use limestone as old survey markers.
Oh.
At least in Kansas, because that's where limestone is.
I think he did get to like the whatever the middle is.
Really,
What do they
dude.
call
What
it?
if I found a George Washington marker? I didn't even know it.
I don't know, dude.
That's hype.
But like, I guess everything's in perspective. We start this podcast off talking about, I'm scared to eat my wheat that's poisoned.
My tummy hurts because I ate these beans.
And all the stuff that we deal with. But then also, a hot shower is like a new thing as of less than 100 years.
Word.
There's people that only had cold showers.
Man, we're so baby, dude. I'm taking a cold shower tonight.
Dude, I have a theory. I don't know if
What's
it's true. I think old people didn't stink.
Because of what?
Like, people just assume because they didn't have showers that they would stink. Like, everybody be stinking bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you maybe some people, but I think if you, let your microbiome get good, I think it might start to maybe cancel out.
You just got that natural, musk, that they say?
Yeah, I mean, you probably don't smell like nothing. But I don't think you were rank.
Good point. Yeah, bodies are capable of extraordinary things. Like, we have our own air freshener.
Do you think we have it worse now?
What do you mean?
I don't know. The collective.
In a lot of ways, no, but in a lot of ways, yeah. I love how you get really deep when we're an hour in and we're out of time.
I don't know.
You have great timing on that.
You know what I like to do? I like to leave my honkies with something to think about.
Well, they've got a lot to think about, that's for sure. I don't know.
You guys,
Y'all are still listening.
wake up tomorrow, think about arrows flying overhead, and just know that your drive into work is not as bad as it could be.
So true. You could be riding a horse and buggy. Could take you a couple days to get to work.
You might be delivering the Federal Express, but at least it's not on a pony,
Straight up. Straight up.
I mean, imagine this.
Messenger pigeon.
Imagine you're doing the Pony Express. You just got engaged. You're about to marry the hottest girl in town. You say,
The hottest damsel.
The hottest damsel in all of East Georgetown. And you go out there. You say, hey, babe, we about to get married, but I got to run a letter real quick. Okay?
It's gonna take me a month.
It's going to take me a month. You take that horse out to deliver a letter. Halfway through, your horse falls, breaks its leg. It lands on you, and you just have to die with the horse that you can't get off of you. You just have to lay there, die. Animals come up, they be eating the horse on top of you.
Eating you.
Eating you. That was life, bro. That was not uncommon. Sometimes you would be driving on your horse and buggy. Your horse would hit a hard bump. Your youngest son would fall off, crack his head, and die. Like, I literally just read about that happening.
I'm getting a new son, dude. If my kid falls off a wagon and dies,
Yeah.
zero survival instinct. Catch yourself, dude.
You got to brace, you know.
Catch yourself. If he's bracing with his head, bracing with his cranium, no.
If he's a head bracer, then...
Yeah, no. If he's got to wear a helmet everywhere he goes.
You know what? If he's a head bracer, then he's probably anybody that's subscribed to this on Patreon.
Yeah, we all know you all wear helmets every day. Oh, I love
Helmet honkies. We love you.
I love roasting our own subscribers. Please, stay subscribed, y'all.
This is
we need it bad.
Go to patreon.com/honnesthonkies. Subscribe. Ask us questions. Tell us about a dream you've had. You got anything else?
Oh, have we had anybody tell us about their dreams?
No.
It's been 2 weeks.
My I do feel bad. We had some questions that we didn't get to today, but
It's been 2 weeks.
But we started thinking about some good thoughts about war. So,
yeah.
you guys will just have to wait till next week.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for today. Honks out.
Honk honk.